There we go. All right, we're recording now. So yeah,
We're off.
basically, yeah. Thanks for everyone joining. And obviously, this AMA is going to, answer any questions that people have got about what's coming and stuff. So go if you want to. You ask the questions and I'll answer them.
No worries, man. No worries. Just wait for.
Hey, Scotty. So when is the pre-sale starting?
I've got a meeting with the CEO of BlazeX hopefully today. Obviously they've got a launch pads sort of thing going on their bots, and hopefully we're going to be the first ones to use that. But if they're having any problems, I'll probably just do a pre-sale just on like a normal launch pad. So I'll give more information
Sure.
once like I've spoke to him today. But the plan is to the website's nearly created. It should be done within the next day or two. And obviously the one pager, etc. And then we're going to be doing the pre-sale. I'm hoping this week, and then obviously we'll launch straight away. So yeah,
Perfect, man. Perfect.
so
Finally, you gave in, huh?
yeah. Well, to be honest, the reason I'm doing it is because I've invested in like 5 different projects this month so far, and every one of them has just been a shit show. The devs are lazy; they're just using the marketing taxes for their own benefits and stuff. So I've decided, I already do marketing, and this is what I do for a job. So I might as well share it with my community and build it together, and hopefully rewards community members. That if they bring in projects, I'll give them a percent of the fee. So like, people are going to be getting rewarded by getting projects in, and then obviously holders will get rewarded because we're going to be using all the funds from the promotions to buy back the chart and stuff.
Oh, perfect, bro. Yeah, I'm glad actually you decided to go this route, man.
Yeah, to be honest, mate, there's that many shit projects out at the moment. Like the, every day you're seeing, you know, all these
Exactly.
influencers are promoting one coin, and then it dies within 48 hours. Then it's on to the next one. But at least with this project, it's going to be, you know, I'm doxed anyway. People know who I am, and they know how hard I work. And I always give my 100% to every other project, and I get nothing in return, like apart from just bullshit. Because I don't control the project's marketing funds, and then I'm left picking up the pieces for them. So I might as well do my own project.
I fucking agree, man. I fucking agree. And it's pretty much kind of like what I understand from it. It's pretty much like the whole new concept, right?
Yeah.
The way you're going to be doing it, right?
So basically, it's exactly what I do at the moment. Obviously, I get paid to promote. That's my job. I am a promoter.
Yeah, yeah.
So I might as well put it into my brand, and then people can invest in my brand. Um, and obviously, you know, in my opinion, with projects, it's all about having sustainable revenue. Where don't get me wrong, taxes are all good on meme coins and stuff, but it's not sustainable. As soon as people stop buying and selling, you've got no volume, which means you've got no income. Whereas this, even if people stop buying and selling on the chart, we'll still have revenue from AMAs, and I'm going to be setting up like buy bots and stuff, and we've got an amazing guy called Douglas who is a really good bots inventor. And he's already about making like an arcade sort of games thing where people will be able to play against each other to play with the main token. So a percent of that fee will go towards like buybacks and burns, and obviously I've told him he can have some of the fees. Obviously it's his bot, and I always look after people that look after me. So he'll make something out of it, and the community will as well.
Perfect, man. Perfect. Yeah, I think it's gonna do well. I'm actually bullish as fuck. Like I can't wait. Like and then if you put a solid foundation right now, like fucking bull run few months, man, you're gonna be good.
Yeah, in the last bull run, I was doing like 10 promotions a day on just on Twitter.
Shit,
So
man.
Yeah, so obviously it's quieter at the moment. So the main reason of this is building the brand now, ready for the next ball run, which is coming
Yes.
soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you know, even if we charge, I don't know, say if we charge $300 for an AMA, which is nothing. Some of these callers charge fucking $1,000 and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. The fucking Caesar charge is fucking too eat, man. Like shit.
Yeah, exactly. So if we build a community, which we're already building now, and the project's not even launched, even if we charge $300, $500, you know, that's going back on the chart. Every AMA will go back on the chart. And then obviously we can do pin post, we can do add them to like the bots as advertisements, and you know we could be making like $1,000, $2,000 a day income to go back onto the charts.
Yeah, that's gonna create a fucking. And you're gonna be burning that or what?
Yeah, every literally 100% of any promotion that we do, AMA, pin post, anything will go straight onto buybacks. Obviously, we'll have a wallet. It will be completely transparent. So when someone books an AMA, the money will go into a wallet, which will be tracked on the bot. And then that will be used to buy back. Obviously, we're not going to just buy back straight away because people will just manipulate the chart. So what we'll
Yeah, of
do,
course.
we'll build the wallet up, and then just random times of the day, we'll drop like you know half an ETH here, half an ETH there, and then that will be burnt from supply from forever. And then on top of that, we've got tokenomics, which will have 1% burn and 1% reflections. So
Oh,
hold
nice.
yeah, so just from holding the token, you'll get 1% reflections for every buy and sell. 1% is
Perfect.
going to be go 1% will go straight to the burn, and then 3% will be going to like obviously paying for um I've got to pay admins and you know take a wage and stuff, and obviously buybacks, and then obviously marketing because obviously in the tokenomics we have set as marketing there, but I will never want to pay influencers in tokens. The only way I'll ever give tokens out is if they're going to bring a lot of value to us. For example, partnerships. So if we partnered with, I don't know, for example, I've got a lot of projects that I work with. If they want to give us $10,000 of their token, we give them 10,000 of ours as like a future partnership, and then we'll build like a treasury of our own sort of portfolio for the holders as well.
Well, that sounds good. I know. I mean, like you've been in the field for a while, you know. You're not a sucker. I know what you're doing. You know.
To be honest, mate, I've been around a lot of many years, and I've seen how things work. I know exactly what to do on the launch. Dex tools updates, all that sort of stuff. We've got all our team know about Coin Market Cap, CoinGecko, everything. Getting that done straight away. I've got a lot of connections, Luna Crush, and all these sort of big things. I already have connections with all this. Obviously, a lot of my friends are already on about joining, like Alan, Mando, and everyone like that. Not charging me, just being supportive as friends.
Yeah, I know you'll do well.
Fingers crossed. End of the day, anything's a risk, so never invest what you can't afford to lose. But all I can promise is I'm going to give it my 100%. That's all I can.
You always do, Scotty. You always do.
Yeah,
We've got a question in. What are the planned utilities, Scotty boy?
Yeah, so basically how it will work, there'll be a tokenomics on the actual token itself, which obviously 1% goes to the burn, 1% goes to reflections for holding, 3% will go to buybacks, marketing, and obviously paying the admins and developers and stuff. But the utilities will be what I do for a living anyway. So if I do a promotion on Twitter, or if I do a promotion in the Telegram group, or we do an AMA, or we do any sort of marketing, obviously, like I just said, the price that we charge for the promotion will go straight back into the chart. So that's the utility. End of the day, you're investing in me and my marketing. And the plan is to branch out as an actual marketing company. So I'll get more people in to do AMAs. So we can try and do like 5 AMAs a day rather than just me doing one. So obviously, like I said to you earlier, it gives you my admins a chance to earn some money, because if we do a promotion for $500 AMA, for example, I'll give the AMA host a percent of it, so everyone's being looked after.
Okay, cool. And so you've chosen ETH for this one, yeah?
Yeah, because I'll be completely honest. I've got a lot of friends, and they don't invest in BSC. Like with BlazeX, they wouldn't invest in it because it was on BSC. And I want it to be on ETH, and we can always bridge to BSC if we need to. But at the end of the day, uh, with all the FUD that's going around with Binance and all this crap all the time, I think you're just better off being more secure on ETH. And if we want to bridge to BSC, we can.
I think everyone, yeah, you can see in the chat, people are in agreement that ETH is a better idea. There is a certain connotation these days with BSC and the way, you know, projects launch and, you know, how people invest on BSC. That, yeah,
I love it. I love BSC because it's the cheap fees. You can come in and out when you want. I really like it, but end of the day, it's what everyone else wants and where the money is. End of the day, there's not many big investors in BSC. Everyone's on ETH. Do you know what I mean? So it just makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. With the project plans being only days old, what's inspired you to have this great idea and build a token around marketing?
Well, basically, every project that's launching lately is just it's dead within like a few weeks. And there's no sustainability in all these meme coins, like I just explained. The only utility they've got is buy and sell tax, and once the hype dies, they've got nothing to offer. Whereas if we build a community, which is like the hub where people want to come for AMAs, that's the revenue, and it's sustainable. Like I just said, even if the volume's not on the chart, there will be volume because I'll be buying back with all the promotions I do. And obviously, I do promotions every day, as you know. So there's always going to be buy pressure on the chart.
Yeah, man. I mean, I have been sort of out of crypto for a while, just because nothing seems to be going on. But obviously, you got in contact with me a few days ago about this idea, and I was like, oh, amazing. And you know, it's great having everyone sort of back together again. You know, the old communities and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be awesome, I think.
End of the day, you know, you got to turn negatives into a positive sometimes, and we've all been in the negative part. A lot of people in the last few years in this bear market's been tough, and you just got to learn from the mistakes and just, you know, I think we've got a good chance of this being a real success, to be honest. We've got a great community, we've got a great team, and the main thing what I love about this is there isn't much development skills needed. It's all about marketing, which I do for a living anyway. So we don't need to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing, development and stuff like that. It's more or less simple concepts which we can grow with, and obviously introduce more things. Like Douglas was on about having this arcade sort of thing where people can use the token, which will give it a use case straight away. Like we'll have like a games room where, you know, people can play against each other, and if they beat the other person, they get like the main tokens, and like a percent of that will go to like I just said, the burn, and a percent will go to Douglas for obviously his hard work.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I see. Yeah, like bots doing games and things like that.
Yeah, that's just more for like community engagement. Obviously, we'll also have like a lottery events where people can buy tickets using Main, and then we'll have like prizes where the lottery will be every week. Where, for example, if there's 10 grands in the prize pool, we'll do like 10 winners, and then like 10% will get burnt as well. So it will just be constant things to burn the supply really, and obviously we're starting with 100 million supply. So it will burn really fast, I think.
Do you have set in stone Well, actually, there's going to be a pre-sale, or there isn't going to be a pre-sale. I know it's going to be fair launch or whatever. Or
Yeah, there's going to be a small pre-sale. I've had people offer me 20 ETH for 10 ETH, like private sales, and I've said no. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want people having such big bags. So I think we're going to do a pre-sale just for like a fast raise, probably between 20 and 30 ETH, which should sell out more or less instantly. And then 50% of that will go straight into the LP. 24% will be in the buyback wallet ready. Like, so we've got a buyback fund before we even do an AMA, and the other 24% will be used for like development. Obviously, I've got to pay for the website and mods and stuff like that. So, and then obviously the tokens will be all locked on launch. The only tokens that will be unlocked is the 40% pre-sale and 20% liquidity. All the team tokens, all the other tokens will be locked, and then obviously under vested schedules. And you know what I'm like. If I can help it, them tokens will never be touched. If we're making enough on the marketing, we'll probably just burn them. So just got to see how it goes.
sounds awesome, man. It's clear you've obviously put a lot of thought and time into this.
Not really. I actually thought about this within 24 hours, bro. I actually just had you know what it was? I got rugged about 3 or 4 times by people promoting these coins. So I jumped in and I thought, I watched the dev and it's just lazy as fuck, man. They launch a project, then go to bed for 12 hours. Like once I launch this, I'll be awake 24 hours if I have to until things are going smooth.
We all know you don't actually sleep, so stop trying to convince us that you do. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, true, man.
So basically, it's
day-
built on you, basically, isn't it? You are the foundation of it all, which is an interesting concept.
At the start, yes, but I do want to obviously how do you say it? Scale out where I'll try and bring in other brands with me. So for example, I've just brought my friend in here. My friend is in the AMA DeFi North. He's got his own group. So if we can work together in some way, obviously he can pay me commission to do AMAs in my room, which goes buybacks to our chart. So I'll let him use our room to do an AMA for his project, and we'll result in like a little buyback for our chart. Because at the end of the day, if we're not using the room, we might as well let someone else do it and put something onto the chart as well. So I've got quite a lot of plans, to be honest, and I've got a lot of support. Obviously, I'm already speaking to big CEOs like Shido. I've got there's a new one come out. I think it's I don't know how to say EMMO. There's a new project coming out anyway. Tech Term, XCAD. I've already spoke to all these sort of projects, which will be getting them into the group for an AMA. Which will obviously, if we're doing an AMA in our room, they'll promote our room by putting they'll put like an announcement in their group, so we'll get investors. Not investors. We'll get their community in, and then if they like what we're doing, then hopefully they'll stick around. So I know exactly what I'm doing.
Awesome. Tell us a bit about so launching on Blaze X. Is that right?
Well, like I said, the contract will be done through BlazeX because it's been proven. Obviously, it's working really well. Their contract works really well. There's a few other projects that's launched which should do. The contracts are all perfect, but the pre-sale, like I said, I'm going to have a conversation with him today. Obviously, they want me to be the first ones to use their launch pad, but I need to make sure it's going to be ready and secure. If it's not going to be ready, I don't know what I'll do yet. So I'll make a decision once I've spoke to him in person. I was meant to have a meeting with him yesterday, but he was really busy with other features. So I'm going to hopefully have the talk with him today. And if they can promise me it'll be ready within a week, then I'll use them. If not, I'll probably just use Pink Sale or something like that, with like a reputable launch pad, just to get the launch like done. You know what I mean?
That's fair enough.
Yeah, you can do the gem pad, man. Has a little bit better reputation than Pink Sale.
Mate, Gempad has got awful reputation, bro.
Well, but
every project that I've known that's launched with them has had problems.
yeah, but Pinksale is not that. Yeah, they recently just fucking launching scams, dude.
At the end of the day, I know what you're saying, but it doesn't matter because it's just the way the pre-sale is going to sell out within
Yeah.
minutes, bro.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just
It's just a platform.
It's just a platform. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I know for a fact the pre-sale is going to sell out straight away. So
Yep.
it doesn't matter where we launch. It just means that it's all transparent and everyone gets the tokens claimed and stuff like that.
So how will the pre-sale look like? Will you have like whitelisted, or it's going to be like open, so first come first serve? And
this is what I don't know yet. That's what I mean. I need to see how their launchpad works. I'll have a lot more information on this once I spoke to Navid later. Obviously, if it doesn't go through with them, it would just be like a basic fair launch on Pink Sale and first come first serve.
cool.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of been covered anyway, but someone's asked, what are the long-term plans?
To do what I've been doing for the past 4 years.
Get rich.
It's expansion mainly, isn't it? Really, I mean, that's just to expand, I guess, your marketing
business, yeah.
capabilities. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, it's what I do every day for a living anyway. And the goal will be to branch out. Obviously, I've never had a website before, so that's a big step up for me. I know it sounds stupid, but it's something new for me. And then, if we can build it into an actual marketing company with my brand, like I just said, bringing in other marketers and getting commission off them for using our platform and stuff.
Someone's put, can you elaborate on the role of main token in promoting genuine cryptocurrency projects? How does it ensure that only genuine how does it ensure only legitimate projects are supported within its ecosystem?
I know what you're saying. There's no way to 100% guarantee any project's genuine. End of the day, we're just giving a platform for new projects to pitch their project. We're not saying buy their projects. We're just giving them a platform, and then it's up to the users to do their own research. End of the day, you can invest in any project and it could rug. So it's, if you listen to an AMA and you like the developer, you like the sound of the project, then do your own research, look at the tokenomics, look at the contract, and then invest. Just because we have an AMA doesn't mean you're going to invest. Do you know what I mean? It's just
there
like
will be a level of due diligence on our part, though. I mean, if it looks like crap, we're not going to do it. That sort of thing.
Well, yeah. But end of the day, we'll do our best. But just because we're doing an AMA with someone would never mean go and buy it. Do you know what I mean? That's like saying just because you're listening to an advert on TV, you're going to buy something. You have to. You're not going to buy something if you don't like the sound of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not a launch pad. We are not raising funds for anyone. We are literally giving people a platform to, pitch their product. And if people like it, go and buy it. If you don't. It's simple as that.
Yeah. They also put, how does Main address concerns related to the volatility of cryptocurrency markets? Are there any measures in place to protect investors during market fluctuations?
Well, the whole ecosystem is based around deflationary. So obviously, every buy and sell will burn the supply, which obviously reduces supply and increases demand. Hopefully, obviously, not financial advice. End of the day, there's no. I'll be completely honest. End of the day, any investment's a risk. Investing in the stock market's a risk. Investing in anything is a risk. If take profits and just be sensible.
Yeah, it's down to yourself really to protect yourself in investments and stuff.
People invested in banks and the banks went collapsed. No one expected that. Do you know what I mean?
That's it.
And just quickly, I mean, Scott's just mentioned himself. He got involved in projects that were a rug. No one is rug proof. It doesn't matter who you are in crypto. So at the end of the day, Scott's project is about him and his marketing. That's going to be the utility. So there won't be anything guaranteed. And he has already put his little disclaimer out there. He is not here to give you financial advice. He is here for the entertainment purposes, but also to provide that space for people to be able to discuss things.
Thank you. Yeah, cheers, Jam. End of the day, like I said, you can look. No one expected Celsius and all these sort of projects to collapse, did they? End of the day, like FTX and all this sort of stuff, no one would have ever expected it. But so any investment's a risk. In my, like, I always tell people, if you invest in a pre-sale and you know, it goes times 5 or times 3, always try and take your initial investment out, and then you know, it's free money then, isn't it? Like, never overinvest, and then you know, if you overinvest, you're looking at the chart every 2 minutes. If you invest what you can afford to lose, it doesn't matter, does it?
Very true.
Obviously, no one wants to lose money, but that you've got to just do your risk management on anything. You know, I've overinvested at times and I've regretted it, but end of the day, it's just a risk you take. Sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, for sure. I think you know, anyone who knows you anyway. I mean, you're pretty good at. I mean, although you have said that you know it's difficult to guarantee that a project's legit or whatever, but you're pretty good at you know, picking good products and things like that in the past anyway.
Well, no, like I said, mate, end of the day, I've been rugged just as much as anyone else. Like, it's just the way the space is at the moment. Don't get me wrong, I've made profit in some and lost in some. It's just the way the markets are. Look, I'm being completely transparent. End of the day, if we're doing AMA in the group, I'm not saying for anyone to buy it. It's just, you know, it's just giving someone a platform to speak. And if you like the project, go and research it. And that's all I can say.
That's fair enough. Let's see what else we got here.
You know what I mean, though, bro? End of the day, like, just because someone's speaking to someone, he's not endorsing their projects. Do you know what I mean? It's really hard to explain, but this is not a launch pad. This is literally just a platform where people will be able to, you know, put information about their project. If people want to check them out, then go for it. If you don't want to, then don't.
Yeah, there's a community to share ideas and obviously market, you know, through. So, what will be the max buy in pre-sale? Has this been decided yet?
Like I said, no, I haven't. I need to speak to I need to speak to Navid and see exactly how their launchpad works. I can't give that information until I know that. On the launch of the actual token itself, it will be. I will probably do it as a 1% max bag for the first, don't know, couple of hours, and on the max buy and sells, it will be 0.5% to try and stop snipers sniping like max bags straight away.
Okie dokie. I think that's pretty much it for now.
Yeah, so basically, just a rundown. The contract's ready to be deployed when I want to, ready for the pre-sale. The website's being created. We've bought the domain, so we've got the maintoken.com. The bots are being all configured, ready for the launch. Douglas is going to be working on some cool like features, and hopefully, you know, the goal is to get our bot into other rooms as well. So people will pay for advertisements on the bot, and all these fees will go on to buybacks of the chart. Every fee we make will go to buying back on the chart.
Awesome.
Perfect, brother. I'm really excited for you, bro.
Cheers, man. It's good to have you here as well.
Fucking A, dude.
You've been with me in a few projects lately, and you've seen how the devs are just lazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's why when you hinted it from the, you know, that you're gonna be running your own, I was like, fuck yes, that's what we need. Because like, I honestly, you know, like without, you know, like fake fucking admiration or shit. But I really don't know a more honest guy in the space than you. You know.
No, I try my best. End of the day, everyone's got to be honest. Everyone's here to make money. End of the day, I'll be completely transparent. But there's a way of making money in a good way and a bad way. You know, people who just dump the whole bags and stuff are just like idiots, in my opinion. Like, take profit responsible. And that's why I'm not going to overhype the launch with influencers. Like, you see all these projects where they've got 15 different influencers like pushing this project, and then it goes to 20 million. Like, look what just happened to that Dork Lord. Like, he went to like, what did it go to? Like 20 million, went back down to 1 million.
Yeah, and fucking now it's to two back, like under 2 million.
Yeah, so I don't want that sort of shit. I want like
Steady growth.
steady growth. And on the launch, I hope some people make a good profits, take profit, and then we can start building the community. And just, as the supply burns, the demand gets higher. I'll keep working hard, bringing in AMAs and getting new investors.
Fuck yeah, bro. Like, I'm actually
Awesome.
looking forward to this journey into the bull run, man. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, and we're lucky to have a really good community already. And obviously, I hope that grows. Obviously, considering we haven't launched or anything, the group's really active already. It's really
Well,
good.
everybody's
Hype and
excited.
FOMO, man.
Yeah, no,
They
it's
go
not even
hand in
that. It's
hand.
just like people are fucking sick of rugs, man. Like, and when you have somebody that's behind the project and you can fucking vouch 100%, it's gonna be legit. Like, of course, people will come in.
Yeah, and the plan is, I was up till 4 o'clock this morning. I was speaking to Douglas about what we're going to do, and what we're gonna do is, with the marketing wallet, we're going to connect it to the bot in the Telegram group. So every time I make a transaction, I'll have to put into the bot the transaction ID, and I'll be able to put like what it was for. So, for example, when we launch and we do the Dex Tools update, I'll pay Dex Tools, and then I'll copy that transaction hash. I'll put it into the bot with the amount it cost. So everything's going to be tracked. So people will be able to see where all the marketing funds have gone. Obviously, if it's a wage, it will be the transaction hash with the wage for like the developer of the website. Obviously, I've got to pay the developers and mods and stuff like that. So yeah, everything's going to be as transparent as possible.
Okay, man. Good, bro. All right, let's fucking do this.
Yeah, man. Hopefully the markets stay good. Obviously, hopefully I'll speak to the CEO of BlazeX today. If he can't give me a definite timeline, I'm just going to deploy this contract, and I'll probably just get the pre-sale done, like I said, on a different launch pad. So yeah.
You're eager to get it out.
Well, yeah,
No,
I mean,
I'm not
it's-
rushing this. I'm not rushing it at all, but I just don't want to be. I don't want them to say to me, "It's going to be ready in a week." I tell everyone it's going to be ready, then they let me down. So I need to
True,
have.
true.
I need to have a backup plan. So if I tell people the pre-sale is going to be on a day and they let me down, I'll just have to run it on somewhere else. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, and you don't want the hype to die off either. If you wait for it too long, people now are just fucking waiting for it. So
It's true.
Yeah.
The hype's there. The hype is there.
Yeah, but I've just said I don't want massive hype.
well, it's
I think that
okay.
the
It's a
thing that
small hype.
Small
bro.
hype.
It's not-
you've always got an organic level of hype, and obviously being a giveaway, being a social media promoter, there is that balance of hype that does follow you. But you are always the first person to say you never want to over deliver dates. You hate timelines simply because you want to make sure everything's delivered when it's ready. There's been situations where you've known something isn't ready, but someone else is smashing the go button just because they're impulsive. So again, we've always got that reassurance that with you, it's always going to be right. And if at the end of the day people are upset by that, then they're missing out on the fact of what you're trying to bring to the table and what this original idea is. As far as I'm aware, there isn't any other project that is doing what you are doing based around the utility of what you do as a marketing promoter. I think it's amazing, man.
Yeah, thank you. And what I'm going to do also is I will have like a hard wallet as well. So if the marketing wallet grows, it will be transferred out into like a cold wallet. So, if anything did ever happen, obviously we'd only lose a little tiny bit of funds. I'm going to make sure security and everything is in place. Obviously, if any funds are transferred into a cold wallet, it will be all transparent on the bot, and just so nothing can go wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. But I mean, it's not gonna.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have so many overly complex systems where security is going to be a major.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
major
isn't going to be
problem.
any of that
It's a
on-chain, off-chain nonsense,
No.
or
Yeah.
game wallets or anything. But no, I think your
It's about at the end of the day.
all of the experience up to now is all stuff that you're going to ensure you feed back to your community to make sure that you are never in the situation that you've been in the last couple of projects and last couple of years. You're equally going to ensure that no one who puts their trust in you is going to find themselves in that situation with this project.
Yeah, for sure. End of the day, I've never been in full control of a project before. Like I've always just been the person that's had to deal with people getting. Say for example, if what happens, I'm not gonna have to deal with it when I've got no role in the development and stuff. Whereas this is completely down to me now. So everything's on me. So I'll make sure the contract and stuff. I will try and renounce the contracts, but obviously the only thing about renouncing is if we ever want to do like events where we do zero top buy tax and stuff like that, we can't do it. So I'm gonna have to, I'll have a community vote and see what people want doing once the launch is done. There is going to be like a maximum buy and sell tax because that's with the Blaze X deployer. It's actually got like a SAFU sort of feature built in where people can't honeypot and stuff anyway. But we'll decide that later on. But
Yeah, I'm not sure it's necessary. Renouncing contract is necessary as long it's transparent, as people can see what's in it. And
I think renouncing is a term people cottoned onto in the great rug year of 2022, when somehow people thought that renouncement meant there was no chance of a rug happening. When actually, no, it wasn't quite that straightforward. Shit could still go south. So,
it is good though. Like, for
yeah.
example, if it proves itself after a few weeks and stuff, and the tax and stuff's proving itself, and everything's going well, if you do renounce it, it does make people feel safer because obviously it can never be changed, and in a way, it is good. But then, if you do ever want to change it, then you can't, which is bad. But we'll see anyway. I'm gonna obviously lock liquidity and stuff for long term because it's a long term project. But yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes.
awesome, exciting to see Scotty at the helm, captain of the ship.
Captain Scott.
Yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see. But to be honest, I'm looking forward to it. I've got a lot of motivation back. I feel like
Yeah,
it
you can
could do
see it,
really
you
well.
can hear it. It's really nice to see for you, Scott. Really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You're,
so
you're-
basically, I'll make an update later today, when I've spoke to Navid, about the launch. If he can't give me a date, then I'll probably just look at doing it on the different launch pad. But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, we're 24 hours in. What off your your midnight idea? So I think we can definitely stretch it out to a week, measure up, and if Navid can give you some details within that time frame, then that'll give you more of a place to go on. But I don't think we're going to need another 24 hours only for you to decide how and when and where it's launching. So take your time on this. Absolutely, everyone's here for you. At the end of the day, you give people more security, and every token you've ever been a part of, you've been the face that people trust and the voice that people have followed. So just have a lot of faith in that. Yeah, no need to
No,
rush. Yeah.
no, that's why this means a lot because at the end of the day, I've never been the one in control of like what goes out and marketing wallets and stuff like that. And just because my face is on the projects, people blame me when it's not even my project.
No.
Like even with Blaze X, I'm just an investor. I'm nothing to do with their team, but because I help them, people
Yeah,
automatically
I
expect me
see.
to do.
Yeah, I see
People
those expectation posts of why don't you make a YouTube video? You've never made a YouTube video for your own project, never mind other ones. So yeah,
exactly. End of the day, I don't get paid by them. I'm literally just an investor, and people expect me to do everything. It's like no, that's one. You know, this is my project now. So if people tell me now to do stuff, then yeah, I will, because obviously it's my project. I control the marketing wallet, and I can do it. But I can't control what other people do with their marketing funds in a project which I've got nothing to do with. Well, apart from being invested.
no, absolutely.
But yeah, at the end of the day, I've had a good chat with Douglas about the bots and what we're going to be bringing. Just got to be careful of scammers coming into the group, because you've seen already they're trying to put fake contracts and stuff like that. So if any admin sees it, just try and ban them straight away.
Absolutely. And I think something that's always worth mentioning is a disclaimer here. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research, people. But none of our team are ever going to DM you. So don't forget yourself for just that little second. You know, admins included. Other admins might or might not message other admins. But yeah, just
Mate,
always be
it
really
just
vigilant.
shows how easy it is. Like, end of the day,
Yeah.
Rio has been an admin for years, like 6 or 7 years, and even he got like an admin, like, you know.
Rio is probably the only admin out of all of those years. I only have had one message in our DM history. So actually, when people say, "Oh, you should have checked your DM history," there was that just so happened to be probably the most vulnerable connection in his address list.
Yeah, and to be honest,
But yeah,
all it takes is like someone to be tired. Even I've nearly fell for it in the past. Someone's messaged me saying, "I really need your help," and blah blah blah. And you know, you know, luckily I double checked last minute. But yeah, the scammers are relentless, so you just got to be careful.
yeah.
But yeah, all right, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for everyone for joining. I'll try and give an update later tonight about the pre-sale. Um, Obviously, I need to speak to him. I'm waiting for him, but it should, in my opinion, I'm hoping the website should be ready within the next few days. The pre-sale should be ready within the week, and then obviously once the pre-sale is done, we'll launch straight away. So yeah, then we'll start
Exciting.
man.
Perfect, bro. Good luck.
Really, really exciting.
Cheers, guys. And yeah, we'll do voice chats every other day, or you know what we like. We'll probably be doing voice chats every day once we
At
launch.
3 a.m.
Yeah, thanks, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.
No, thank you,
All right,
Scott.
mate. Catch you
See you
later.
later.